Hello my friends and welcome back to a fun Let's Play! Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. My name is FlightlessBird, this is your story-based gaming channel, and we're on the final day of the 4th trial in the original Ace Attorney game. Whew, it's been quite a ride too, but I'm ready for it. Hopefully you guys are too. It's been a wild couple of days because there's been a really bad storms in our area. So bad that I haven't been able to record because if the power goes out, I lose everything, and it would really stink to play for like 35 minutes, find out stuff about the case, and then lose all your progress. Because, I mean, the great thing about doing something blind is you can only do it once. So yeah, that's kind of where I've been. But we're gonna get back to it. Tighten your seatbelts. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me. Right. He looks almost concerned there. The 7:28, 2:30 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 3. Now then, I would like to resume our trial. Yes, I would. Judge, Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, let the defense do their stupid cross-examining thing. The statute of limitations on the DL6 incident runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I'd like to run this one by the book. Really? I see. Does the defense have any objections? None, Your Honor. Von Karma, you knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you? Very well. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand? Will the witness state his name and profession? Miles Edgeworth. I am a prosecuting attorney. Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago you mistakenly killed your own father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct? Oh, the dots. It is correct. Then testify about this matter to the court. When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. What is the detail? Because the only thing I can think of is the weapon was fired twice. That's the only thing that I can think of. Now, I think it was Sero in our channel. He basically mentioned that maybe his dad's father was shot from outside of the elevator. In which case, if that's true, I don't know really what to say, because it is a really awesome idea that I don't think I would have ever thought of. So, you know, maybe it is, maybe it's not. There's only one way to find out, and that's just to press on. That will be the key, but only if I can get it to work. I don't know what he's talking about. I really don't. Please. Alright, let's see if we can figure it out together. The DL6 incident. That day, I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Miss Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Miss Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. Right there. I think that's why I need to attack. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all. Yeah, I need to attack that line, without a doubt. And until now you thought this memory was just a dream. We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out, and I lost memory of the events. Bah! The same claim that Mr. Yogi has made. Very well. Mr. Wright, you cross-examine if you would, please. Yes, Your Honor. The DL6 incident. That day, I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. By the way, I hope everyone's having a wonderful day today. What was the trial your father was involved in on that day? I don't remember things very clearly. Only two things. I know my father lost, and Mr. Von Karma was the prosecuting attorney. Mr. Von Karma, you were handling that case? It was 15 years ago. I don't remember the details. That was when Edgeworth pointed out the problem in Von Karma's evidence. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in an elevator. So there were 3 people, including yourself, trapped in that elevator. Yes, myself, my father, and Yanni Yogi. We were fine at first. But then, as time passed and no one came to help, my father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. What did you do then? I was a 9-year-old boy at the time. What could I do? I was scared, trembling in the corner. But then, just then, something heavy fell at my feet. What was it? A pistol. I assume it was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi's. The safety must have come off when it fell from his holster. And he picked it up. What happened next? I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. Did you know it was a pistol when he threw it? I think I knew. I knew it was dangerous. But the air was getting so thick that I panicked. So you're saying that you threw the pistol at Mr. Yogi? I was in a daze. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. The gun fired once? Yes. I think after I threw it, I lost consciousness. Since then, they've echoed in my head every day. The gunshot and that horrible scream. The scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. To this day, who screamed? Yes, I can practically hear it now. I doubt I will ever forget that scream as long as I live. There it is. One part of that testimony clearly contradicts the evidence. But I don't know what it means. I better find out and quick. Yeah, I don't know what it means either. I'm with Phoenix here. Here. It's this one, right? Are you sure you only heard one gunshot? Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot and the scream. Then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came. I see. No, Your Honor. Unfortunately, you don't. Look at this file one more time. This plainly contradicts the witness's testimony. You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I enjoy making you squirm, Von Karma. I don't accept this evidence, unless you can tell us what page it's on. Which page contradicts Mel Edgeworth's testimony? It's the victim data, I believe. Yes, it's a victim data. Look at the victim data in this file. It says it quite plainly. The murder weapon was fired twice. Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was the accidental firing when the pistol was thrown. So, who fired the remaining shot? Was there perhaps another shooter who fired that second shot? Your Honor, as I'm sure you're aware, this incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice. However, we did not know when that second shot was fired. It might have been fired the day before the incident. I'm starting to think Von Karma murdered his father. Like, I don't know how, but I'm starting to think he did. There is no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this incident. What? I see. You do have a point, Mr. Wright. The murder weapon was fired twice, as we have heard. One of those shots was fired by the defendant, a boy at that time. Do you have any proof that the other shot fired had something to do with the case? No, but I'm gonna say yes. I have no choice. Your Honor, I think I will be able to show you proof. What? Impossible! No, Mr. Von Karma. Save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show us your proof. Do you have evidence that the second firing of the pistol is related to this incident? Yes, I do. It's the bullet, right? Here. Mr. Wright, please think how we feel having to look at this evidence time and time again. Every time you show us the ridiculous evidence, I feel a little mugged. Oh, well, I guess that's not it. Not mean any harm and not do any harm. Two different things. Thought that was it. Like, I thought... Because this was taken from Edward's heart. And this was found on the victim's body. Maybe I'm using the wrong bullet. No, I'm not. Okay, I need to save because I'm about to lose this trial. And I'm not really sure where the evidence is yet. I only have 2 more shots. I don't even think we got into a game mode yet, have we? I have no idea what happens. I wonder if it's like Danganronpa where it just like fades to black. Or... let's see. Or Your Turn to Die where you just suddenly can't think anymore. Oh my gosh! I see it! I see it! Zero! You are a genius, man! How did I never see this? Look at this photograph. This is a photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago. I can see that the victim lying there is Gregory Edgeworth. How did I never see this? This proves the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. This photo proves it. How the dots? The dots? Let me get this straight. The photo proves 2 shots were fired. Where? Your Honor, please get a clue. Show the judge the contradiction in the photo. It's right here. I can't believe I never saw that. How many times have I looked at this picture and I never saw this? As should be obvious, the contradiction is here. That's probably what Seiro saw. He's like, FlightlessBird, you're blind. And I'm like, yes, I know I'm blind. I wear very thick glasses. But man, you know what that is? That's the, what do they call that? Sort of like the Spider-Man complex. You know, the idea that things are better hidden when they're in plain sight. So it's like the Spider-Man movie, the first one, the Sam Raimi ones, when Spider-Man is on the ceiling and Norman Osborn walks in and he looks around and he doesn't see Spider-Man because he never bothers to look up. You know, it's sort of like that. You know, it was hidden in plain sight. At least it was hidden from me. As should be obvious, the contradiction is here. I see. A bullet hole in the door. Your Honor, Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from the pistol. Yet there is also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We also know that the murder weapon was fired twice. Wait, how does that work? Wait, how does that work? How can... What? No, I mean... Okay, here's why I'm confused, okay? Let's see if you can follow along with my crazy thoughts here. Let me go back to that photo. Because maybe I'm just crazy, or maybe I have a point here, I don't know. But... the murder weapon was fired twice. Once from inside the elevator, and then once from outside the elevator? How did the gun get on the other side of the elevator? How does that work? Am I going crazy, or is that a logical thing for me to ask? I don't know. Let's continue on. Someone other than Edgeworth fired that second shot. Order, I say. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else. Mr. Wright, but who could that someone else be? The murderer, of course. Okay, maybe I'm thinking of this in the wrong way. Maybe the shot didn't happen outside of the elevator. Maybe it happened inside the elevator. So the shot went off. Edgeworth lost consciousness. And by Edgeworth, I mean Miles. And then the two fought. And Yanni fired at Edgeworth. And the shot went through his heart and through the elevator door. That's why the door looks pierced. Because we know it wasn't suicide. Because it was fired from a certain distance from his body, right? Oh, the dots. Which means maybe Yanni did do it. But we said that Yanni didn't do it. I'm so confused right now. What's the truth? I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look what's more at the deal 6 into the case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page. The case summary, that's on page 1. Look what is written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene. Air in elevator was oxygen depleted at time of incident. No clues found on the scene. Okay. What are you getting at? If the pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene. But if it went through the elevator, it would have fallen through the elevator's cracks. And if they only thought that it was fired 1 time, they found the bullet in him, right? He does have a point. Yes, he does. That second bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter. The whole truth. It was undoubtedly something else that made the bullet hole in that door. What else could it have been, though? It's impossible. Order, I say. You'll have order. Here are the dates. Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly. That the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Kummer says, the second bullet fired was not found. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked the second bullet. So, all we have is the single bullet fired. I'm afraid I had to discount the defense's claim. Tisk. I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter. Gah! How did this happen? I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident? What are you doing, Nick? Why'd you raise an objection? Oh, I don't know what to do, Dots. I'm sorry, Maya. What? It looks like I was wrong. Nick, if the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing. No. But you said you'd do it, Nick. You said you'd get Edgeworth declared innocent. All the... I'm sorry. It's just, when I saw the photograph, I thought that 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it. I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person, someone else who fired the killing shot. But now, I was wrong to think it could be that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years. Nick.
Well, it seems that we have finally cleared up this incident. Only 1 bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shit was fired by Miles Edgeworth.
Precisely.
I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any objections?
No. No, I do not.
So, you killed your father, though that was not your intention.
Oh, the dots. Yes, I did. All the dots. Oh no. He's accepted the guilt. All the dots.
Very well. The statute of limitation of the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today, right here.
Right now.
Indeed. Does anyone have any objections?
I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There are so many things I know I should be saying, but my mind's gone blank. I can't find the words.
Mr. Wright.
I have an objection, dang it. I think this is wrong. Your Honor, I object. I don't know why I'm objecting. I'm just objecting because I can object. Tisk. Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object? Because I don't want Edgeworth to be guilty. That's why. Oof. Nick, I don't know. I mean, this case is perfect. Oh no. Gah. It must exist. The second bullet. Oh, the exclamation marks. What? What did you say? Nothing. The second bullet must exist. Mia's telling us from beyond the grave. It must exist. But where? Someone took it. Someone like Bon Karma?
Oh, the duts. It seems waiting is not going to produce us any answers to Mr. Wright.
Wait, Your Honor. The second bullet. It existed.
What? But we just heard proof that it did not exist.
I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened.
But who?
The murderer, of course.
The murderer. Then tell us, just who is this murderer?
I'm still, thinking about that one.
So the criminal took the second bullet. But why?
Huh?
First of all, how would they have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet?
He had to find it, because it's evidence of his guilt. Of course there was a need. That's why they took it.
Bah! What possible reason could they have had?
Well, the reason the murderer took the bullet away from the scene with them is the bullet would be proof, obviously. Maybe they thought that, I don't know, the bullet would be used as proof?
Proof.
It was a special bullet, so they took it with them.
If that was the case, then they should have taken the bullet from inside Gregory as well.
Uh-huh.
Why would they only take one of the 2 shots fired?
Oh, right. Well, that was kind of obvious to me, because if you took both of the bullets, then it would have been suspicious. Plus, one of the bullets was inside the guy's body, so it would have been hard to take, right?
Mr. Wright, have you really thought this through? I'm going to have to penalize you.
Wait, what? What? Why? Oh, this is going so well.
Was there some pressing need for the murder search for that bullet?
Yes, there is some pressing need. By the way, because we're on one thing of life, there's no guarantee that I'm going to lose. It's probably, but there's no guarantee. So I'm gonna say the same thing again. And the reason I'm gonna say the same thing again is because I want to see what happens when what just happened? Oh, let me I have no idea what just happened. Let me go back and load. I think it went to the next scene automatically. So the murderer had to find it. Right? Oh, of course there was a need. That's why they took it. Wow, what possible reason could they have had? Well, the reason murderer took the bullet away from the scene is... Oh, right, because I said this one last time. Okay. So here we go with the special bullet. And now we're going to see what happens when you lose. Because we haven't seen this yet.
This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial. Nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts. This court finds defendant Mr. Miles Edgeworth
guilty.
The accused will surrender to the court immediately, to be held pending trial at a higher court within a month from today's date. That is all. This court is adjourned.
Wait, does the story continue? I'm expecting a game over. Oh, there we go. Hey, we got a game that actually doesn't say game over on you. I don't know. I don't know if I have feelings about that. I think that's kind of cool that it did say game over on us. The murderer had to find it, right? And then it's not that the bullet would be proof. It's that the murderer was cautious. Well, the murderer was a very cautious sort, you see. That's why the murderer had to search for that bullet.
If that was the case, then they would have taken the bullet from inside Gregory as well.
Huh?
Why would they only take one of the 2 shots fired?
Oh, right.
Mr. Wright, have you really thought this through?
Wait. What? What? Okay, now I'm just stuck in an infinite loop of failure. Alright, the murderer didn't need it. Why would the murderer have spent the time to look for that stray bullet? I haven't got a clue.
What's wrong, Mr. Wright? Bah, the murderer had no reason to take that bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true.
Irk. Had to take it. Had to take it? The murderer? What does that mean? You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken.
Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene. But, the murderer had to, take the bullet.
Had to, Mr. Wright. What do you mean?
Well, for instance. For instance, what? Was there a separate gun? Maybe the bullet, hit the murderer? What? Huh? What?
The bullet hit the murderer.
Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there. You know? I mean, that's definitely crazy, but that's not what my mind was thinking. Actually, I don't know what I was thinking.
Ooh, the dots.
Ah, the dots. Oh, the dots! Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head. But what if that's really what happened?
Well, let me get this straight. So at the time of the murderer himself was shot. And they left with this second bullet still inside of them. Thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime.
Yes. I guess that's how it would work. Yes.
But there's a problem with that. The other two people rescued from the elevator. Miles Edgeworth and Yanni Yugi were both unharmed. So that would mean
the murderer came from outside. Yes. What is going on in this trial? The two men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. The pistol discharges and the bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. Oh! And then did the murderer like fire in through the boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside. Oh, the murderer just opened the door. Oh, that actually makes sense.
Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. I can tell you are grasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you say.
What are you saying? Deny it. So, Von Karma did it? Are we back to circling around to that?
No one involved with the incident was wounded. There was no murderer.
No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right. I can't think of anyone. Hey, Nick. Huh? I just thought of something really crazy. Crazy? I need crazy right now. Tell me. Remember what Mr. Ghostwick said yesterday? No.
Gary Edgeworth at the Bros has perfect trial record.
Wow.
This has been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see.
Oh, he took a vacation. He never takes vacations. He took a vacation so no one would know that he got shot.
Oh yes, unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in many years of prosecuting.
Oh my gosh. What if Von Karma did take the vacation because of shock? But took it because he was injured? Oh, that's me talking. Yeah, but took it because he was injured. Which would mean? It could only mean one thing. He was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth. It was Von Karma. Oh man.
Something wrong, Mr. Wright. You seem dazed.
No, Your Honor.
Well, you have indicated the possibility that the murder came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect?
Uh-oh. Should I come out and say it now? Heck yeah! Say it now! Go for it! All in, buddy! Your Honor, there is a suspect. One lone suspect.
Ah, the dots. Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect?
Eric, my hands are shaking.
What's the vendetta guy?
It's Von Karma. Von Karma.
The dots.
The dots.
All the dots.
You mean the Von Karma? The prosecutor? The one that's sitting right over there?
Bah.
You don't object.
Humph. I see, no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection?
Because you took a vacation for several months during the day after the incident. Yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason?
So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident? Fascinating. Prove it. I would have needed surgery, no? Where did I go under the knife at? Where did I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright?
I think I said that right the first time. It's just a weird sentence.
Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify.
Irk.
Nick. Let's find out who his doctor is.
It's no use. Edgeworth? I know Von Karma. Perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't have left any clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. That would leave a doctor as a witness. Nobody's that perfect.
So what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull a bullet out by himself? That's insane.
No, he couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out by yourself. All the dots. Wait. What does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere. But where?
Tisk. Well, Mr. Wright, can you produce evidence to prove that I was shot?
Like, I'm thinking these bullets match, which means he had to have stolen the bullet. And then he stole the gun from the crime. And this is the same gun that probably killed Yanni Yogi. I'm not sure. I do know one thing, my friends. It's getting pretty wild here. And I'm going on 37 minutes, and I don't want to lose my recording if my power goes out. So I'm gonna have to cut it here. Thank you for everything, my friends. I love you all so very much. If you have ideas at this point and you haven't seen this playthrough, I mean, I want to say this playthrough, I don't mean my playthrough, but a playthrough of the game, I would love to hear your ideas. What evidence proves that he was shot? Because don't forget, we only have 2 hearts left. So I'm kind of grasping at straws here. The only thing I can think of is either the pistol or the DL6 bullet or I don't know. I'm grasping right now. I love you all so very much. On the next episode of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, we're gonna try to power through to the end. I'm gonna do my best to get a recording out, do recording tomorrow. That way on Saturday, you can see the conclusion to this trial if we can get to a conclusion. Yeah, I'm gonna do my best to make that happen. Thank you for everything. I love you guys. Until next time, so long. Take care. Thank you for watching this video. Feel free to comment on what you saw and what you would like to see next. I always love to hear your thoughts. Please be sure to like and subscribe for more. Also, please do not forget, you matter. You are brilliant and you are loved. And you should always remember to be true to yourself. Don't let the world tell you any different. Much love to you from your friendly feathered flightless bird. Till next time.